Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I have a very special collab with you. I asked my buddy from Among the Stars YouTube channel to do a top 10 celebrity fragrance favorite video for you guys. Now I chose 5 and he chose 5, and I just haven't really talked much about celebrity fragrances on my channel, but I do believe they deserve a lot more love and attention, so I figured let's share my favorites and let's share our favorites. So I'm gonna let him get started and then I'm gonna share my top 5 with you guys.
Hi guys, and welcome to my portion of this video. I was so honored when Kristen asked me if I wanted to do this collaboration with her, and to be doing it on celebrity perfumes, which is something I love, was an even bigger honor. But then she hit me with, let's do our top 5, and as you can tell, this is kind of a hard thing for me. I love celebrity fragrances. Celebrity fragrances are kind of the basis of my channel, and it was really hard, and I had to remove myself from my own head and kind of just go at instinct, because if I would have put like actual thought into this, I probably would have been in here for hours. But I knew if I kind of just went in and picked the fragrances I want, that I would have an amazing top 5, and I ended up with a top 5 with an honorable mention for top 6 / I didn't want to put in there for a couple reasons, but I'm gonna kind of count down from the top down. They are in order, but they're not in order. They're kind of just whatever. So my first one is the brand new fragrance from Paris Hilton. This is Platinum Rush. This is the third one in the Rush series. This one is very grown up and mature for Paris. It's very sexy. It's very addictive. To me, it really smells like an expensive magazine sample, like that kind of universal scent that they all have. It's got notes of mango and apple. The middle is kind of green florals with muguet, lily of the valley, and magnolia, and then you got a base with like liquid amber, patchouli, and there's cashmere musk in the base as well, which this fragrance is just unbelievable. It's super sexy, super addictive. I just want to wear it so much. Like, I've worn it a lot since I've had it, and I want to bring it in as an honorable mention because it is a great fragrance, but I don't want to give like the brand new lover's love to it, if that makes sense. Like, it is an amazing fragrance, but I don't want to like give it into the top 5 just because it's so brand new to my collection. First one in the top 5 is number 5, and this is Royal Revolution by Katy Perry. This one is an interpretation of Viva La Juicy. It's not the same as Viva La Juicy. It's very sexy and seductive. It's also not as sweet as Viva La Juicy is. This one is a little bit more mysterious and darker. She's got blackthorn in there, and there's other like mysterious notes that it's similar to Viva La Juicy, but it's more mysterious, and it's kind of like the darker, even darker than Noir was. Like, it's just a very dark and sexy scent, and I really, really like that one. Number 4 is Snooki Love. This one was her wedding fragrance, and this has notes of hydrangea, amber, and peony. It's got some other notes in there as well, but those are kind of like the main 3 notes that you really, really smell in there. There's a little bit of amber, a little bit of vanilla, and there's some other florals in there. This is a very creamy, sexy, addictive scent. I kind of keep describing these all as sexy. But this one's very floral. You definitely smell the hydrangea, and I love hydrangeas. Those are my favorite flowers, and just having them in this is a spot on, just amazing fragrance. Great for like the spring and fall. Definitely someone's signature scent, but also very classy because it does represent her wedding. And I think that is a great interpretation. Number 3 is Kiss by Rihanna. This one is plum and pear. Or not plum and pear, plum, peony, and freesia. It's got like other notes in there as well. There's some vanilla. But this one is very light. It's very floral. You do have the juiciness of the plum there, so it does have like a little bit of a juicy like oomph to it. But this one's very sheer and very floral. I think the blue color is a very perfect representation of the fragrance. Because it is a very blue fragrance. It's very sexy. It's very soft. It's very elegant. floral with the juicy backing of the plum with a little bit of like a vanilla edge as well. Number 2 is In Bloom, Fantasy or Fantasy in Bloom by Britney Spears. This one is almost a very similar, identical to a Scottish Cherry in the Air, but this one's a little bit more floral. Definitely still has that bitter cherry bite to it, but then it's almost got like a light floral dryer sheet note to it. I know it sounds terrible, but promise you it is beautiful, and I love that about this fragrance, that it's just so light, and that's what I mean by like a dryer sheet, is it has that like lightness that a dryer sheet has, but still having the fragrance. And number 1 is my all-time favorite celebrity fragrance, and if you're coming from my channel, you'll already know what this is because I've talked about this fragrance numerous times, and it is Nicki Minaj's Minajesty Exotic. This is the spin-off to Exotic, or to Minajesty, and this time, I don't know what about this fragrance I love. It's got a lot of things I shouldn't love, but top is mango and orange. You've got the middle of tiger lily. There's also dewy petals in there. There's some lavender in there. There's cedarwood and musk, and I'm not a big fan of lavender, not a big fan of orange. I don't really mind mango, but orange and lavender are generally 2 things I don't really like, but there's something about how sexy and easy this fragrance is, and it's so light and easy fragrance. You can spray it on and still feel beautiful, still feel sexy. It's very fresh, you definitely get those fruity little bits in there, but you definitely get the floral heart. But it's not super lavendery. You don't really get like a super distinctive note. All the notes kind of flow together and create just a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. So there you guys go. There is my top 5 with an honorable mention of my favorite celebrity fragrances. I hope you guys enjoyed my portion of this video, and thank you again to Kristen for letting me be a portion of this video. Bye, guys.
So he has some great picks. If you are unfamiliar with Among the Stars, he's probably one of the most knowledgeable and passionate people in the fragrance community, specifically on YouTube when it comes down to celebrity fragrances. If you guys love celebrity fragrances and designer fragrances, definitely check him out. I will link his channel below. Make sure to subscribe. He is fantastic. And now to share with you guys my top 5. Now 4 of them are in no particular order, but I do have a top favorite fragrance. The first one I'm going to talk to you guys is one of the first celebrity fragrances I tried, and I really enjoyed it. I don't own a bottle of it, but it's Fancy and Nights, there we go, from Jessica Simpson. This is one of the first fragrances I tried that smelled a little bit different than your run-of-the-mill celebrity fragrance that I used to just be really inundated with. And I do like celebrity fragrances. Usually their general composition isn't my favorite thing, but I do find them to be very beautiful and very wearable. There was something about Fancy Nights that really just kind of spoke to me. Now, the 2 notes in this fragrance that particularly really stood out was the patchouli and the papyrus. So if you don't like heavy patchouli fragrances, I would definitely say sample this one first. But this is a really gorgeous, kind of romantic evening scent. It has a decadence to it that I think is really fantastic, and it smells a little bit like a vintage fragrance or an old-timey fragrance in all the right ways. It's just a really fantastic fragrance, and I enjoyed wearing it a lot. I've considered recently picking up a bottle of it. I keep forgetting why I don't get it, but it really is a fantastic fragrance, and it is one of my top favorite celebrity scents. Another favorite celebrity scent that I had in my collection and I sold just because I was running out of room in my fragrance cabinet before I got others, and it actually was kind of hard for me to decide to sell this, was from Lady Gaga, and it was Fame. I really loved this scent. Now, there was something about it that to me didn't quite ring as, I think, sexy and provocative as Lady Gaga wanted this fragrance to be in regards to the marketing and the presentation, but overall the fragrance of it was just this really beautiful romantic floral scent. It was really, really gorgeous, and I enjoyed wearing it. It wasn't one of my most inspiring fragrances to wear, but it was one that I reached for a lot more often than I thought because I just really enjoyed wearing it, and it made me smell really, really pretty. Another scent that is, like I mentioned in a lot of different lists, is from Paris Hilton, and it's South Beach. Now, specifically what I like about this scent is it's so easy to wear in the environment that I live in. I live in very hot, very humid environment, and a lot of times very strong scents that I like to wear, very heavy, complex fragrances don't work. And sometimes you want something that's a grab and go scent you can spray on, you know you're going to smell really good, and you can just go about your day. And South Beach, I keep going back to that scent. I just think it's really fantastic. Some of Paris Hilton's fragrances I've tried, I really enjoy, and some of them just are not my cup of tea in regards to composition, but I do think that they're very beautiful. And there's a reason why her fragrances are so popular, because I think that she's been really successful in figuring out what people want to wear and having this really creative, whimsical spin on her scents. I like things that are a little bit more on the opposite end of the spectrum of her fragrances, but I can definitely understand why she has such a large following of people that love her scents. And South Beach is one of the fragrances that I have a little bottle of it, and if I ever run out of it, I would definitely repurchase it. It's also really inexpensive, and so for the price, you're going to smell really good. And if you are going out and running errands and you want to smell really nice and you want a workhorse, I think South Beach from Paris Hilton is absolutely fantastic, and I generally really enjoy the way that it smells. Now this other fragrance is a fragrance I used to have in my collection as well. I had a smaller bottle, I sold it. I'm going to buy a bigger bottle of it in the future, and it's from Rihanna, and it's Rebel. And this is a beautiful, sexy, gourmand scent. It's got notes of chocolate and strawberries, and it's just really sexy. Rihanna is another person kind of like Paris Hilton, where her fragrances really take off and people really enjoy them because there's just something about them that's uniquely her, but at the same time they're very wearable and they're very easy. So they're a little bit kind of fashion forward, a little bit more trendy and daring, but they're just really beautiful scents at the same time, and I think Rebel is just really delicious. Now for my top celebrity fragrance, you guys probably know which one this is already, and it's from Sarah Jessica Parker, and it's Stash. I love this scent. Oh my goodness, this scent is gorgeous. I love what Sarah Jessica Parker does with fragrances. I think she's just really passionate about fragrances, and she really puts herself into every single scent. And I just smell this, and you can really tell that she worked so hard to create something so unique and so beautiful. What I like about this fragrance is the fact that it doesn't smell like a traditional celebrity scent. Now, when I say celebrity scent and composition, normally what I'm talking about are fragrances that are very sweet, very youthful, very easy to wear. There's things about them that might be a little bit different or daring or adventurous, but generally overall, they're a little bit more on the mainstream side than what I like to smell like. And do understand I like to smell weird. Celebrity scents are very popular because they are just smell good. They're designed to be just these beautiful creations that anybody can wear. And there is an artistry and there is a magic to each of these scents. I particularly, when it comes down to sparkly, musky florals and fruity scents, tend to go for things that are a little bit more one way or the other, where I find celebrity scents to be more of an all-encompassing, all or nothing. And that might sound a little weird, but when you think of fragrances from Britney Spears or Ariana Grande or Paris Hilton, each one of those lines has their own distinctive way that they like to smell, but if you smell them all together, it's really interesting to see how they all kind of smell very similar. It's kind of like if you smell a lot of designer scents, some of them, not all of them, tend to smell very similar. They have the same trends that they go towards because that's what people who purchase those fragrances really enjoy. And that's kind of like what I mean when I'm not the hugest fan of celebrity fragrances, because I'm not super into how those fragrances smell. But those fragrances are absolutely beautiful, and that's specifically why I wanted Among the Stars to be a part of this channel, because he has such an appreciation and knowledge and experience and passion when it comes to celebrity scents. And when I did this video, I wanted to make sure that they got the respect and the love that they deserved. So I do have a lot of celebrity scents in my collection that I absolutely love. And it's not my particularly favorite way to smell, but that doesn't mean that they're not beautiful. That doesn't mean that they're not artistic, and that doesn't mean that they don't deserve love and appreciation. What I like specifically about Stash is that it smells completely different than just about any other celebrity fragrance I've tried. But it does have Sarah Jessica Parker's unique perspective and point of view when it comes down to fragrances. And I really, really love that. I respect her because she's somebody that takes this so seriously, and you can definitely smell that when you smell all of her creations. So that is why I love Sarah Jessica Parker's Stash above any other celebrity scent. Now, overall celebrity scents are really beautiful and very affordable, but in the fragrance community, a lot of times they can be overlooked. So again, if you are an absolute lover of celebrity scents and you want to learn more and you have a huge passion for them and you want to talk to somebody or look to somebody who has an appreciation for these amazing scents, go to Among the Stars, check out his channel, and definitely subscribe. I love, and I mean love, watching his channel, seeing his passion and just his general overall appreciation for these fragrances, and he's definitely sparked some love back into celebrity fragrances with me, and I've gone out and tried more things and just been developing more of an appreciation for them. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed our picks. I will link all of our picks below. Make sure to check them out if you are interested. Humongous thank you to my buddy for being a part of this collab. I couldn't imagine doing this video without him. Again, make sure to check out his channel and subscribe. As always, guys, thank you guys so much. If you guys like this types of videos, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue doing videos like this. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I love seeing this channel grow. Thank you guys so much. I hope you're all happy and healthy and have a great day, month, year, whatever. And I'll see you next time. Bye.